go through this extra step of having filters replaced and they don't have all the diagnostic equipment that they need. Inside Kursk, I loaded back into the vehicle. We prepared to make a final stop. The driver of our vehicle wasn't an ordinary driver. He was from Ukrainian intelligence. They're responsible for my safety, and they made the call that we needed to exfil and we needed to do it now. And they were acting on an abundance of caution to get me out of there. The next day, Putin ordered for the use of new weapons against Ukraine, retaliation for the ATACMS and Storm Shadow missiles. Initially, some analysts believed it was the first use of an ICBM with multiple independently targeted re-entry vehicles that struck the city of Dnipro, where I had been staying only a few nights prior. It felt like this was one of the pivotal moments in the war, where the actions made over the next few months by these people I had met would chart the future of this region and potentially Europe.
What specific conditions does Ukraine seek to get out of a peace agreement? Do you need security guarantees? What would that security guarantee look like? Would it be European troops guaranteeing them?
What will happen next? Look, the Russian Federation is a classic authoritarian country with a very rigid Putin-esque vertical leadership structure. There are no political rivals or free speech here. They're authoritarian. They want to wage war. They have a demarcation line. They will continue to create an image of the United States as a key enemy. And this will be the start of Cold War 2.0, because an undefeated Russia will be joined by not only North Korea and Iran, but a lot of other countries with similar political systems. To bring this war to a just conclusion, to bring Russia to justice, to ensure that Russia will pay out reparations in decades to come, and to rebuild what has been destroyed. This country will no longer be dominant, at nothing, nowhere, and no longer. Other potentially aggressive countries will look to creation. What conclusion will you come to? Be afraid of America? Be afraid of democracy? Never break international law? Why would we repeat the only violent scenario?
Get back in.
They said go out because it will explode now. Да, прямо давайте ехать. Прямо.
It was time, due to the security situation, it was time for me to get the heck out of Kursk. As we gunned it through Kursk, I saw foreshadowing of what was on the horizon here. My journey back west had begun. It was 4 hours to Kyiv, where I would hop onto a train and take an 18-hour train ride to Warsaw, Poland. Due to the war, there are no flights in or out of Ukraine. The first Russia I traveled, there was a noticeable shift, a clear difference that stood out to me. We increasingly passed enormous defensive fortifications. I saw large trenches, pillboxes, dragon's teeth, and razor wire. Ukrainian construction equipment was everywhere, and these defensive lines showed signs of being recently built within the past few months. I observed multiple layers of these new defensive fortifications, preparing for a future fight in the Sumy direction if it were ever to come. The prosperity of the West stood in stark contrast to Russia. By the time I entered Poland, most all the houses and buildings had been renovated and given a new coat of paint. When I deployed to Iraq, I went into it thinking this was a just war. We're helping the people gain freedom from Saddam. But I learned pretty quickly this is not what people really wanted. And I had to go to Iraq to learn that. I had to go on the ground and experience it in order to really truly understand it. Before going to Ukraine, I was worried I was going to have a very similar experience where I was going to meet a bunch of undisciplined, unsquared away soldiers who did not want to be there, and I thought I might be let down by what I thought the war was compared to what it actually was. Just like in Iraq. My travels through Ukraine, speaking with the people here could not have been more different of an experience. These people want to help. They want their sovereignty from Russia, and they're willing to pay a high price for it in blood. They want to associate and partner with Europe, because they can clearly see the prosperity that it affords those nations. However, from Russia's point of view, allowing Ukraine to freely associate is not a luxury they can be allowed to have. From Russia's point of view, destroying their statehood and absorbing Ukraine would be a massive boom for their prosperity, and from their historical view, Ukraine was never really a nation anyway. One of the most frequently asked questions that I get since I've gotten back from Ukraine is, do I think we should continue pouring money and weapons into this country? No, I don't think we should endlessly drip feed them money and equipment forever. No, I don't think we should endlessly drip feed them money and equipment into eternity. This is the worst of all possible worlds, except for maybe some in the military-industrial complex. We should give them what they need now to end this war on favorable terms for them and reach a ceasefire as quickly as possible to stop the dying, to stop the waste of resources. Personally, and this is just my personal thoughts, I believe we should give them what they require now to stop Russia from advancing, so that Moscow doesn't assess that they can continue to gain leverage by pressing forward, to stop the suffering, to stop the dying, and to start the process of rebuilding. I have some more final thoughts, but first I need to give a huge thanks to my amazing wife and team, who was extremely supportive throughout this entire really difficult process. And I love you, Kate. Thank you so much for believing in me and trusting me. And I also, huge thank you to 511 Tactical Gear, because they gave me all the equipment you see, like the plate carrier, my boots that were like amazing for the mud there. Honestly, cannot thank 511 enough for the help that they gave me. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all your help and support through this. I love you guys. United 24 Media, who they're an outstanding organization that I really recommend you go and subscribe to them. And I need to thank you guys, because I never would have had this opportunity to do this without you, because I know if you're anything like me, you want to know what's really happening there. And so I thought,
so yeah, I have left my job as a community manager at Coffee Stain. For context, you should probably check out the video that we put out on the Coffee Stain channel first, just so you know what's going on. Because in this video, we're going to talk in a little bit more in depth as to like why I'm leaving, but also sort of what like my plans are for 2025 and what my plans are for this channel in particular. And one little fun fact is that it's almost exactly 5 years between when I was announced as a community manager for Coffee Stain and now that I announced that I am leaving, because I was announced as a new community manager for Coffee Stain on December 13th, so it's just like a couple of days between, so it's kind of crazy. So why am I leaving? So in the video that we put out on the Coffee Stain channel, I mentioned that I was burned out earlier this year, and that sort of made me want to like reprioritize my life a little bit, and it made me realize a couple of things. But at the root of it all, like one big reason why is because I feel like I'm kind of done with Satisfactory. I feel like, you know, it's a chapter in my life that I'm really proud of, but I also feel like I'm really ready to sort of move on. I really enjoyed working on it. It's been like the best job I've ever had, and you know, we've gotten a lot of recognition from like our community, but also from our peers. Like other game developers have told us that like what we're doing is something unique, and that we're really good at what we're doing. And I feel really proud of all the work that's been done over the years. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, as of late, working on Satisfactory has started to feel a little bit of a grind. And, you know, I don't want to sound negative about the game or the studio or anything like that, because, I don't know, I feel like it's quite natural to feel this way about any game you've worked on for so long. Like, I worked on this game for around 7 years, something like that. And I'm sure some of you can relate to, you know, playing any game every day for 7 years. Eventually, that will sort of feel like a grind, right? All my community management responsibilities were super fun, but you know, whenever I booted up the game, I just felt like a little bit like Sisyphus, you know, pushing this boulder up the hill. I also want to real quick address like me mentioning that I was burned out. Being burned out is not so much the reason as to why I felt like I would want to move on. It's more so like that was sort of the conduit that made me kind of reconsider and you know, think like maybe I should be doing something else. It's gonna sound strange, but being burned out was a little bit of like a spiritual journey almost, and it kind of made me just see things from a different perspective and what am I prioritizing my life on and stuff like that. Being on sick leave was kind of invigorating. I fought against it for a long time, and then I took like 2 weeks completely off, and I just realized like, holy shit, I really needed this. And yeah, I just got a lot of rest, and as I was resting, I got really bored, okay? And being really bored made me feel like I wanted to be creative again. Like if I had so many good ideas and I just like really missed that feeling of want to create again. And it was really that feeling of wanting to create something else that kind of drove me into like, maybe I should pursue something else. I feel like I just kind of needed to better prioritize my work-life balance. It's something that I've always had somewhat of an issue with, I guess, as a community manager, and you know, maybe most community managers do struggle with this because, you know, the internet never sleeps, and I just wanted to be available and be helpful, and I really cared for everyone. And having a community such as Satisfactory that is so wholesome and is so supportive, you know, it has its backsides. And that is that I have this feeling where I just don't want to let anyone down. I have this constant feeling of I just need to do more because they do so much for us. And you know, all this stuff, you know, it is possible to manage and address, and I feel like I did that over the year, but I don't know, I've always wanted to build something of my own for such a long time. What about my dreams? Have you ever had a dream that you had you could, you'll do, you want, you could do so, you will do, you could, you want them to do you so much that you could do anything? I mean, it's the classic like cliche game developer's dream of like making my game and all that stuff, and you know, knowing what I know from making games for so long, I also know how scary that is, and you know how much work that is, and it might lead to the old Burnout 2.0. But I'm not doing it to you know make my dream game. I'm doing this more so to take like a chance on myself. And with 1.0 finished, I mean, this was the perfect time. Like it felt like it's now or never. It's never a perfect time. You just have to take your opportunity. And you know, maybe I'll regret it, but I also felt like if I hadn't done it, I would also have regretted it. So, what are my plans? So, first and foremost, I want to get back to that feeling of wanting to be creative again. This is my most important personal goal. I want to learn new things. I want to try new things.
What?
The first thing that came to mind is that I really want to pick up this channel again and create videos for it. Like I said in the last video, when I created this channel, I got so much good feedback. I saw a lot of good potential in it. And yeah, I just kind of want to figure out like what I have to offer that people would want to watch. I want to try and upload quite regularly. You know, the channel will still focus on game development and developers and the whole discussion around that. I might rebrand the channel. I haven't quite figured this out yet, but yeah, we'll see what happens. And I want to work on a small game. Okay? Famous last words. We'll see how that goes, I guess. I have a few ideas and options that I'm currently weighing. I don't have one idea, I have many actually. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I also want to get back to streaming. I haven't streamed in like 2 years, and you know, I'm also on Twitch. The thing that I would like to do is I would like to do like a full playthrough of Satisfactory. I have never finished that game, and playing it on stream is so incredible.
I've never played that game because it's trying to be a nerd when you're already a nerd. You guys are like, oh my god, I can play this game that makes me so much more than a nerd than I already am.
incredibly fun. I might need a little break from.
We need more nerd. Oh my god, this guy's nerded so much. He can't nerd develop anymore. And now he's a nerd developer who can't nerd develop anymore. Because these nerds, they need to be so nerd that when they play video games, the games have to be nerd.
From it before I can do this, but that is something that I really want to do. I also want to freelance. And
I really want to
see if
freelance
that's
being a
possible and what I
nerd.
can do. I would really love to be able to help other developers, you know, make their games just as much a success as Satisfactory was. And I also want to hang out with my dog. Being on sick leave really made me reflect on these things, and you know,
Sick
we
leave?
only have so much time on this
Sick
earth,
leave like the
and
military, or
dogs have even less time on this earth. So I don't know. I just want to enjoy these moments while I can. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'll balance all these things and like to what degree I will pursue all of this, but yeah. I'm still at Coffee Stain for a little bit more, but sometime early in 2025 is when I plan to kick all of this off. So if you have any questions, then just pop them in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.
Doing a little video about the history of the Jersey Devil. Can we ask you if you ever heard about it?
I'm gonna tell you something. True story. I'm actually from Buena Vista Township. I think I actually saw him up in the tree one day when I was about 10 years old. It was a wolf in basically a jumper. Denim, actually. You would think that it was a kid. He didn't move. We just stared at each other.
Were you scared?
Yeah. At that point, I was. Stared for like 5 minutes, and he started to move. I took off on my bicycle. I was underneath the tree. It was one of those, like a pine, like a cedar pine tree. That's what it was.
Did you feel like a little bit nervous to tell people about it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't really tell anybody about it. That told many people about it.
How come?
Nobody would believe it.
After spending what felt like weeks searching for Bigfoot in Pennsylvania and Ohio, I figured I'd probably have better luck with a more alternative, less mainstream cryptid. So my hunt for the Jersey Devil began.
Greetings, everybody. We just touched down in beautiful New Jersey. As you know, we've spent the last week and a half talking about different types of cryptids. Bigfoot, Mothman, Mantis Man. But my favorite and one of the most undercovered cryptids in America is the Jersey Devil.
The devil child spread his wings in a flight to the devil lives forever in a New Jersey night.
It's been said in piney folklore that the Jersey Devil was the 13th child of an evil Quaker lady named Mrs. Leeds, who gave birth to a demon who flew out the chimney and has been eating infants for decades, if not centuries. So I've got a couple leads so far, and I found a YouTuber named Tucker Upper.
Why is it hairless and why does it have like a little demon face? I don't know why.
Who knows two guys, a father and son, named Mike and Stefan, who had a Class A eyewitness sighting of the devil in 2017.
I mean, everybody always talk about the Jersey Devil. I never thought I would encounter.
Oh
I
god,
have even
please.
better news for you.
Oh.
You guys remember Mike, the passionate
Please,
Bigfoot
I can't do
expert
anything. I
from
can't
the
do anything.
Cryptid Expo in Pennsylvania? Well, it turns out that Mike's actually the captain of a whole gang of researchers called the Jersey Devil Research. And he's agreed to let me and the Channel 5 film crew shadow them for a weekend of camping and adventure.
Before I proceed, here's a disclaimer. If you came to this channel in search of, as the mainstream scientific community calls it, evidence and peer-reviewed research data, you're in the wrong place, pal.
I don't care whether or not the Jersey Devil, Bigfoot, Mothman, Mantis Man, or Dogman are real or fake. I care more about the folklore. Where did the legend come from? And what purpose does it serve throughout the course of anthropology? You know what I mean? So anyways, there's this other guy named Professor Gillespie. He's like the top researcher. He's written a ton of books about this shit, and he's gonna talk to us and tell us what really happened.
I'm Professor Angus Crest Gillespie. I'm from the American Studies Department of Rutgers University in New Brunswick, New Jersey. I first got interested in the story of the Jersey Devil back in 1973 when I first arrived at Rutgers. I came in...
Yeah! Kill the tank!
and I started teaching.
Let me live. Let me live.
And I figured this is the State University of New Jersey, so I wanted to have some New Jersey examples. And I reached out to some.
Yeah. Oh, we
particularly those
lost.
from South
We
Jersey,
lost
and
because
they
this guy
steered
sucks.
me
He
in the
can't get
direction of the
kills. It was a
Jersey
3v2
Devil,
and they
I've been
lost.
working on that
They lost.
ever since.
That's
The
okay.
story
They
goes
get
back
1
to
point.
the 1730s. According to the story, there was a family, the Leeds family, Jane Leeds and her husband Daniel. They had 12 children, and according to the legend, when Jane Leeds learned that she was pregnant with her 13th child, she said, "Lord, let this child not be a child. Let this one be a devil." Well, we now know that that was a mistake, because on that terrible night when Mother Leeds' 13th child was born, it started out as a perfectly healthy baby boy with blonde hair and blue eyes, but in the space of less than 20 minutes, it grew to the size of 2 full-grown men. And in place of the baby face, there was a horrible head of a horse. And it had the clothes of a man.
What? I couldn't move!
17 tails.
1 second.
It was very furry, and it had furry arms and furry paws and furry fingers. And at the end of each finger were razor-sharp fingernails. And then, unexpectedly, the creature, with one swipe of his right arm, slit the throat of the midwife and attendants who collapsed in a pool of blood. The creature gave out a blood-curdling scream and escaped out the chimney.
Woo!
Which terrified the people of South Jersey for the last 250 years. Have you seen Mother Leeds' 13th child? The next time you go into the woods late at night, take care. And when you hear the sudden crack of a twig behind you, beware. Beware of the Jersey Devil. Oh, Mother Leeds. Oh, Mother Leeds.
Thank you so much, Professor.
Okay.
I appreciate your time. And I'll let you know what we find. The family that's at the crux of the Jersey Devil folklore is the Leeds family. They're a pretty powerful family around here. As you can see, we're in Leeds Point, New Jersey. So this family is basically the shit around here.
This graveyard is full of Leeds gravestones. So these people were fucking.
But what we're learning now is that the Leeds family in the 1700s was like kind of on the outs. That's right. This is a story of colonial cancel culture and a red coat reality. Mr. Leeds, alleged father of the Jersey Devil, was not your average boring old Pennsylvania Quaker making applesauce and hating on the Catholic Church and having too much fun. In fact, he was something of a tri-state socializer. In his late 20s, he began taking frequent trips to New York City and Philadelphia, where he'd go kick it with Christian mystics who believed in cosmology, exorcism, tarot reading, natural magic, and demonology. Mr. Leeds was like the Aleister Crowley of his time, and would oftentimes roll back into Leeds Point after long weeks in New York City to share his mystical insights, often suggesting to the guys in town that the Quaker people ought to modernize their beliefs. This did not go over well. People in town began referring to him as a pagan, banned him from the local church, and commenced a word-of-mouth smear campaign. May have messed up his reputation on a Leeds Point level, but he didn't give a shit. He was popping in New York. Remember, this is pre-internet, so not anybody can be popping in New York.
So what happened here, I'm assuming, is that Mr. Leeds was like shit. He was probably making a ton of moves, went to New York, tapped in with a bunch of different type of more city swanky-ass people and figured, you know what? Fuck all this Quaker shit, we should do something different. I am willing to bet there was a mutiny where all of the other Quaker dudes who were jealous of...
How are we one-on-one? We've won this so many times.
Somewhere in town.
How are we one-on-one? Oh, we lost this? Come on, man, we held it for so long.
There's also allegations that Benjamin Franklin was in a race with Mr. Leeds to develop the first farmer's almanac. And Ben Frank was really close to having a sick-ass copy of the Farmer's Almanac, but Mr. Leeds knew a lot more about farming. So I think Benjamin Franklin and the jealous Quakers of South Jersey conspired to throw dirt on the Leeds family so they could get their money out.
I became quite energized after reaching my new discovery, and hoped that maybe the people of Leeds Point could share some insight with me. What can you tell us about the legend of the Jersey Devil?
Well, supposedly, he cursed the child, and when he was born, he had wings and, of the devil and flew out.
Have you ever heard a convincing eyewitness account of an encounter?
convincing? No. I really don't believe in it. I think it's just a legend. It's fun to have because it's part of the
Entire team's on me.
But that's about it.
Much like when interviewing locals in Greener, Minnesota many years ago, who denied the existence of Bigfoot, townspeople of Leeds Point, New Jersey, stonewalled me, which Professor Gillespie says is par for the course.
You can't just go in and say, tell me about the Jersey Devil. That's a sure way to get people to shut up.
Have you ever heard of the Jersey Devil?
No, never heard of.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
No. Never? Never. Like a demonic creature that was the 13th child of the Leeds matriarch that escaped through the chimney and has been terrorizing the pine bear since the 1700s. Honestly, no. Excuse me, man. Have you ever heard of the Jersey Devil?
Yeah.
When did you first hear about the Jersey Devil?
I don't like this now. Sorry.
You know, one thing you hear a lot about in folklore is the concentrated effort to withhold information from outside agitators. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if she knows the exact location of the beast. All right, we got a great first chapter of the investigation completed. A couple great leads here in Leeds Point. Some obvious liars in the mix. Honestly, no. But some people willing to point us in the right direction.
I think I actually saw him up in the tree one day.
Excuse me, ma'am, have you ever heard of the Jersey Devil? Have you ever heard of...
Oh, sorry.
It was obvious to me that if I wanted to learn the truth, just asking locals wouldn't do me any good. I began to wonder if there was a local cryptid community there in South Jersey dedicated to hunting down the devil. After diving down every rabbit hole I could, I came to the conclusion that there was no dedicated subculture attached to this particular cryptid, but rather a loose network of independent researchers and lone wolf eyewitnesses who seemed to all convene in the comment section of the local father and YouTuber, Tucker Up, who posts regularly his findings. He agreed to meet with me at a nearby bar inside of a strip mall, conveniently named JD's Pub and Grill. Tucker claimed he just captured foolproof video evidence of the Jersey Devil's existence on a trail cam that he put in his backyard.
It was hairless, bro. It's almost nothing. It could easily be like, okay, that's
Please
just
kill the soldier. Please kill the soldier.
Like, why is it hairless? And why does it have like a little demon face? I don't know why. Yeah, I'm Tucker Upper, and the Jersey Devil has literally always been a part of my life since I was a tiny kid. I'm actually married through my lineage to the Leeds family at some point in time. So there's a story that became really famous of like this soldier who shot a cannon directly at the Jersey Devil, and it just went right through him, and then the devil just in the smoke. So the only way that that could be possible is if it's like a skinwalker, I would say, like a witch that was possessed. Scariest thing about the Jersey Devil is how it's always a little bit different. So I don't think it's like meat, you know, like Bigfoot, how it's a legitimate person, basically. The Jersey Devil seems to me more like a skinwalker, where it can change shape and it can basically change to the shape that you're most afraid of. So if you ask one guy who saw the Jersey Devil and then another person who saw the Jersey Devil, their description's probably going to be slightly different, if not really different.
Tucker's most viewed video about the Jersey Devil features an eyewitness account from a local father and son.
It was crazy. We all had to question what we were seeing.
Mike and Stefan was from a Facebook post that I posted, like, has anybody actually seen the Jersey Devil, right? And they responded to it. It was very convincing and like, holy shit, like this thing is legit.
Though it had been over 4 years since Mike and Stefan set foot in the location of where they had their first sighting, they agreed to take us there and give us a play-by-play of the whole encounter.
It was him that said, Dad, let's go down here and see what's down the end of this road. So I was like, all right. It was on the way back. That's when everything started happening. So I'm looking out to my left. So I'm driving this way, but I'm looking out to my left. The sun was shining onto the tree line in the distance. But while I'm driving, I'm doing like 35, maybe 40, 45 miles per hour. I'm just driving casually. All of a sudden, the sun shading casted on the trees took the shape of what looked like a sand-colored khaki camel. It had like a long neck. It's breaking up because I'm driving and I can't really like get it clear because I'm keeping my eye on the road and I'm looking, I'm like this. So we pull over to the same clearing. We get out the car. What I saw in the wood line, it was there, but it almost looked shimmery, almost like a water, like on a hot summer day.
Like a mirage.
Like a mirage, but it was there. I had a Galaxy Note phone that I took a picture of it. That's what we saw, the Jersey Devil. But if you look to the left, you can see the face of a crying child. If you look very closely, you see it like kind of like eye, mouth, head. And the other picture I want you to see is the actual why we believe it's paranormal with this photo right here. You can see it changed shape, transforming into shape.
It had an unusually long neck. It had like a slope to the body.
It was just crazy. It was just walking. But the strange thing about it, it was moving, but it never advanced.
It wasn't moving. It wasn't advancing. It was almost as if it was paranormal.
I was like, hey, somebody force got me.
When I looked out and he's saying someone's force is loose, the first thing I noticed was, well, this is a marsh.
And I'm thinking like, right. And that's when I started saying to myself, I know this is not what I think it is.
The next emotion that followed their sense of wonder and bewilderment is the realization that many Jersey Devil experiencers have. Holy shit, nobody is gonna believe this.
You know what I mean? And we got a couple of little, like, guys smoking. You know?
Yeah, we've heard that a lot, yeah.
But you expect that because, you know, you're going to have the scoffers and the naysayers, and the trolls just want to just troll.
We're non-believers.
You guys, it doesn't exist. But we know. We saw it.
So we're not too far from the actual, like, original Leeds family house for the foundation, right?
No, right the street. We can take you to one of the Leeds properties whenever you guys are ready.
Let's do it, man. Let's go.
I could hardly believe it.
Yep, right there.
There we were, at the foundation of Leeds home.
This is a actual Leeds property. If you look down in there's some actual brick. There's some brickwork. Yeah, you can see it. It's pretty clear. And like I said, this type of brickwork is not done. You can tell it's an old limestone. Old limestone, but it's solid. But that's all that remains.
From a historical perspective, I thought that it was pretty sick that we found the actual chimney that supposedly Jersey Devil escaped from.
But there must be a brick in the old house.
They might keep this.
Here we go.
Going pretty good.
Yeah, if they don't keep it, it might bring something back.
Tucker was extremely adamant about me not taking a fragment from the Leeds chimney.
You guys don't fucking bring it, dude. That's a terrible idea.
Not because of its historical value, but he assured me that if I took it, bad things would happen.
Someone commented and said that they actually took a brick from there, brought it back to their house, and crazy shit was happening at their house, and they were having crazy dreams, and then like stuff was falling off the wall.
But despite his warnings, the risk was worth it. I didn't want the chimney fragment, just the momentum. Unbeknownst to Tucker, I've just been invited by Mike Familot, that's right, the El Chapo of Tri-State Cryptid Research, to a private expedition deep in the Pine Bear National Reserve, along with a team of 4 other expert researchers, who together comprise an alpha team of top dogs that, thanks to the grace of God, were bound to let me join their ranks.
And we are the Jersey Devil Research Team.
My name is Mike Familot, and I am the lead investigator of this expedition. My name is Larry Susan, and this is my first time ever doing it. My name is Wiley, and I can tell the difference between a fox scat and a dog poop.
This is actually my first time going out on a Jersey Devil expedition. Usually I go out because I've been actually kind of wondering what you would have to do in order to have a Jersey Devil experience and how to compare that to Bigfooting. I was touched by a Bigfoot once in a hammock, and
Hi, I'm Chloe, and I'm a tree hugger. I don't know as much about the Jersey Devil as I do like other cryptids, but I just like that it's like kind of misunderstood. It's like the unwanted child, like the whole story behind it.
My name is Michael O'Connor. My 3 favorite cryptids is the Sasquatch, the Jersey Devil, and I have to say the Mothman. I think the Jersey Devil would be a possible supernatural phenomenon, and I definitely think there's too many sightings in the state for it's a hoax. So I think there's a lot of tricksters out there, and I think there's a lot of hammerheads. Yeah, definitely. I run a cryptids paranormal convention. I started it last year in Perth Amboy, and I'm gonna try to do it every year. And one of the signs I'm gonna have is all hoaxers will be hung. I think all the hoaxers should be hung. I think all of them should be hung and beat the hell out of them, you know, just kick them in the face and get rid of them all, because I think they're spoiling it for all their serious investigators that are just trying to find out what's going on.
It's a pretty serious penalty for a false hoaxer, right?
Yeah, I'll just say, just get out of here.
For sure. Mike, dude, thanks for having us so much. So for those who don't know, can you tell us where we're at right now?
So we are in Wharton State Forest. We're in the middle of the 1.1 million acre Pine Bear National Preserve, right in the heart of the Jersey Devil sighting.
So this is like the heart of the Pine Bear.
Absolutely.
Right, so I've got 2 things with me that I think might be able to help us. So I have this, looks like a pint of goat's blood. I believe the goat was killed about 2 days ago.
Goat's blood?
Yeah. Okay. And I also have a pretty sick-ass fragment from the original chimney of the Leeds family home, where the alleged 13.
No way.
You wanna check this shit out?
So this is the chimney where the Jersey Devil supposedly flew out. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, cool. Feel it.
I could tell the team was grateful that I brought something so special along and wasn't just another huckster or hammerhead only in it for the money. By the time night fell, spirits were high, and I feel like the chimney fragment and goat's blood gave us a huge advantage.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us here in Wharton State Forest. We had 2 objectives. First objective is we have goat's blood. We're going to somehow put that onto a tree. And second objective is to make some vocalizations and try to get a Jersey Devil to give us a call back or come in and check us out.
So is there a particular, like, place in the woods that you look for where you think is gonna be more ideal?
Well, technically, when we do vocalizations, we try to get to like a high point so that the echo and the sound will carry. I don't think we're going to find a high point here in the Pine Barrens because I think everything is like 3 feet above sea level. So we're going to just try to find an area of maybe an intersection of trails.
Do you think this chimney fragment will help out at all?
I don't know, man.
Dude, I have no idea.
It's not going to hurt.
That's true.
Time seemed to freeze as the team stood at perfect attention, desperately awaiting for the pines to screech, howl, and knock back. Predictably, nothing happened, and so it was time to move on.
All right, yeah, let's do this thing here. I don't necessarily want to touch it, so.
All right, so this is a lot of goat's blood. I mean, I do know that some people drink this stuff for medicinal benefits.
I don't know how it should come packaged, but I feel like it should be packaged differently.
To my dismay, the goat's blood was extremely stinky, which sent the team recoiling.
Oh, that is bad. I don't think that's gonna fit in there. It's so congealed.
Undisturbed by the aroma, I proceeded with my plan, which was to transfer the goat's blood into an empty water bottle and use the bottle to spray the blood on a twig, which I figured may coax the Jersey Devil into coming out of hiding.
So basically, you want to just coat the bark in a circle, so basically it'll waft into the air.
Put it on top of the branch sticking out. Yeah, that's it, right there. Yeah, that's good. He's gonna perch on that thing. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna perch on that thing.
Come Jersey Devil.
Not really, are you? All right, well, there's that. That's taken care of.
After failing twice to conjure up the devil, Mike set up a trail cam near the goat's blood and said it was time to walk back to the campsite.
There's that. Not like we didn't try.
Still, he assured us that despite not having a Class A, it was overall a successful night.
I think that was good. I think that was really good. So we had a very successful night investigation so far. We did the blood thing on the tree. That was successful and disgusting, and at the same time.
That blood was very pungent. As Mike said, it was pretty gross.
And then we went and did some Bigfoot vocalizations, Jersey Devil vocalizations. Didn't get any replies back, but that's just the nature of the beast when it comes to bigfooting and looking for cryptids, right?
Do you ever get disappointed?
Yeah, you get disappointed, but then, you know what, the disappointment comes in when you go after time after time after time after time and don't get any activity. And then it starts getting a little frustrating, but then at the very end, you get that one little, like, call back or that one tree knock, and it's like, okay, something's out there, and then they rejuvenate you and gets you going again. We are the
Jersey Devil Research Unit.
All hoaxers will be hung.
Channel 5 Live Worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority, Channel 5 News.
Channel.
On the political beat, President-elect Donald Trump is floating
Thank
the idea of reclaiming
CBS
the
Chicago.
Panama
I'd like to
Canal.
sub to your channel.
He claims that the United States is being ripped off.
It's a disgrace.
It's a disgrace.
Our Navy and Commerce have been treated in a very unfair and injudicious way. The fees being charged by Panama are ridiculous, highly unfair.
Trump made those comments during a rally in Arizona. The U.S. handed full control of the canal, you may recall, to Panama 25 years ago after a period of joint cooperation. The U.S. is still its biggest customer. Panama's president responded today saying the rates were fair and Panama's sovereignty was non-negotiable.
Yo, what up, boys? So, it has been a couple of days since I uploaded my presumably last video. And at the time I wasn't lying, because I had the worst 2 days of my life. It sounds like I'm overreacting, and I can understand why you guys would think that, because you don't have access to all of the information. Well, today, I'm going to bring you that information, and I'm going to tell you something that 99% of the community is not aware of, including Blizzard. We have to start from the beginning. Throughout the period of time we have created videos, I've received these threats either in-game, through YouTube, through Discord, or through my WhatsApp. But none of those threats faced me, because I know, as well as you guys know, that those are just empty threats. In fact, it wasn't any of the threats that I received. It was the threat that I didn't receive that scared the living shit out of me. All of this was brought to my attention by a guy working within the industry himself. This Swedish guy is running 6 bots on the EU servers. He's running 5 of them on hardcore and 1 on Arrow. This guy reached out to me in-game and said, I want to show you something that will make you really angry. I accepted his call on Discord and he started streaming his Discord back to me. He was extremely nice, he was very well spoken, and he explained to me that he's making almost $2,000 from running these 6 bots every single month. He's paying about $100 for subscriptions and then a little bit more for the electricity, and he's running everything locally on these machines. This means he has 2 computers, one which he's gaming on himself, and then one standing next to him with a secondary monitor where he can monitor all of his 6 bots. He found my videos very hilarious because he said he would never fall for it personally. He will never die to the methods that I'm using because he's actually able to manually take over control of the bots immediately if he sees something fishy goes on his other screen. Now this nice Swedish guy, he didn't reach out to me because he wanted to show me his own setup. This guy reached out to me because he wanted to show me the Taiwan botting Mafia setup. He explained to me that these guys are not only botting in World of Warcraft. These guys are botting in Path of Exile, Diablo 3, Diablo 4, Last Epoch, New World, Pokemon Go, some Star Wars game that I haven't heard of, and a bunch of other games. We want to focus on World of Warcraft because that's our game of choice and that's really what we have interest in. He explained to me that this botting Mafia is not running 4 bots or 6 bots. They are running 12,000. 12,000 bots. If you can wrap your head around that this Swedish guy is making about $2,000 after paying subscription and electricity bill, you can only imagine how much money these guys are printing. And that's in World of Warcraft alone. You have to understand they're running this in 10 other games as well. He also explained to me that these guys are not only running their bots locally. That means they are using warehouses, but they also utilize the cloud. If they are botting in Europe or if they are botting in America, they are using the cloud in that specific data center, so the bot is actually running within Europe region. That means that they don't get fucked over by the ping. This also explains why most of the hunters that we saw, at least in the beginning of my crusade, they all had Chinese names. So the bot actually looks like it's from Europe. If Blizzard were to check the IP address and where it's connected from, it's most likely in a data center somewhere located in Europe. But the bot is being operated all the way from Taiwan. Now this is not rocket science. You can probably figure this out. If you've thought about it long enough, you would probably come to the same conclusion. However, what I'm going to tell you now blew my fucking mind, and I have goosebumps just talking about this. This botting mafia is splitting their bots up to 1 pack of 1,000 bots. This basically means they have 12 times 1,000 bots. They have a private developed software, private developed botting software, and they are making 12 different versions of this software. That means they are not identical. They mutate and modify it in such a way that it looks like 12 different versions.
Whenever Blizzard's Warden system detects a botting software, it's removing them within a ban wave. This means every 4 to 6 months, maybe 1,000, which is only 1 out of the 12 packs that the botting mafia is running, is getting banned. And this explains why we as the community, when we see there's a ban wave, Blizzard comes out and they say, oh, we banned 33,000 bots. They're like clapping in their hands and we're like, oh great, now I can go farm again. And then you go to the location that you want to farm, and the same 6 bots that you've seen there 8 times, they're still there. They're still there, and you're like, wait, didn't they just say that they had a ban wave? Why are these guys still here? That's the explanation. These guys, when the Warden detects a botting software, it only removes that particular botting software. But the 11,000 other bots, they are still running. And here's another crazy part. The botting mafia knows this, that every 4 to 6 months, a ban wave rolls out. This basically means that they've already prepared 1,000 new accounts and also a brand new version, a new mutation of the previous software. And those same bots that just got banned, the new ones are up and running that very same day, if not the day after. This is fucking insane to me. This basically means that out of their entire operation, every time there's a ban wave, they are only getting hit by 10% of their WoW bots. 10%. Now remember what I told you earlier. These guys are not just running bots in World of Warcraft, but in 10 other games. That means whenever Blizzard rolls out a ban wave, actually only 1 to 2% of their entire botting operation is being affected by that ban wave. And the very next day, it's back up and running. This is fucking incredible. And it basically explains that Blizzard are doing something. I am not the one to say that they're not doing enough. But what we are observing, whenever we see a ban wave and we see the same bots running around right after the ban wave, and we're like, what the fuck? Why are these guys still here? I thought they banned them. That's the explanation. Blizzard are banning someone, but they are only hitting one part of the software. The 11 other mutations of that software is still up and running. Now let's get to you guys' favorite part. I'm terrible with math, so it's not my favorite part, so I will probably get something wrong, but we need to break down the numbers. If 6 bots are able to make $2,000, that's the information that we got from the Swedish guy, then 1 bot is able to make a little more than 300. If you've watched my videos, you know that I like to downplay things. I want to make sure that we are on the right side of things. So let's say that we remove 20 to 30%, and 1 bot is actually only making 250. That way we know the bare minimum of what they're able to produce. Then we take that number, we times it with 12,000. That's $3 million. $3 million. And that's only from the World of Warcraft bots alone. Remember, they're botting in many other games as well. Now, of course, there's some operation costs here. There's maintenance of machinery, there's subscriptions to World of Warcraft, there's subscription to the cloud service that they are running when they are running bots in the cloud, either in Europe or in North America. So let's just remove 1 million, just to be on the good side of things here. That is still a $2 million profit from running bots in World of Warcraft alone. Wrap your head around that for a second. Now you have a rough idea of how much money these guys are making. And that's why I got fucking scared. Because if they are making $2 million just running World of Warcraft bots, ordering a hitman to fuck me up would be equivalent for them to purchase sneakers. That's how much money they're making. And the first thing that I thought about whenever I was thinking about a botting mafia and compare it to something else, I was thinking about a drug cartel. So this is a crazy thought, but just bear with me for a second. If you're producing coke all the way up in Eastern Plaguelands and you want to sling that shit all the way down in Teneris,
you're producing
let's say
coke.
it costs $10 for a gram up here and $80 down here. The reason it costs $80 down here is because you have to
He's been a drug dealer before. Let's listen to him crack. He cracked it about 8 minutes and 19 seconds. We're gonna come back to this. This guy fucking cracked. He cracked. We need to play something better. I gotta play something better. This guy fucking cracked. I gotta change it. Nope.
and compare it to something else, I was thinking about a drug cartel. So this is a crazy thought. Just bear with me for a second. if you're producing coke all the way up in Eastern Platelands and you want to slip
Oh my God! Help
let's say
me!
it costs $10 for a gram
Nope.
up here and $80 down here. The reason it costs $80 down here is because you have to transfer it all the way through Western Platelands, into hinterlands, Arathi, wetlands, go to Lochmadan,
Please
go
stop.
to Dunmarok.
Please stop. What? We win. Hee hee. Oh, damn it. 2 kills, 3 kills. Damn it. What? Oh, you're dead, bitch. You're dead. Yeah! Woo! What? Fuck! Fucking trap. What? I couldn't move! I couldn't move in any direction. You froze me like, oh my god. Your worthless ass terrain sucks dick. Better grease those walls, POSD. You just let him have it rather than roll forward 5 feet. Bye. Go play a different game. Sorry if I get poisonous fucking toxin from Blizzard. Bye. See ya. You're the least on the list, Blizzard. You're the least on the list. I don't care about you. Goodbye. You know what I'm saying? You're a free fucking... You're a free jaunt for me. You're the least on the list. For real. Bye, Blizzard. You gonna treat me like that? Bye, Overwatch. See ya in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? When you've, like, sat on a cooldown period and all the cheating and bullshit-ass fucking cocksuckers from Blizzard, all those cocksuckers that you fucking farmed, the World of Warcraft players and the Overwatch players that just throw a match like that. You throw a match like that in front of me, you're done, bitch. You're gone. Bye. I'll go play solo at that point. Bye.
Searing Gorge, Burning Steps, get to Stormwind, and then you maybe sail it from Stormwind all the way to Steamweedle Port. Crossing all of these borders, there's a lot of risk involved. The police wants to fuck you up. You're also dealing with very dangerous people doing these logistic and distribution things that there's money involved. All of the middlemen alongside this road, they want to get some money. The guy who's fucking selling it from Stormwind to Steamweedle Port, he wants something as well. That's why it sells for $80 down here. You have a very big chance of getting into jail for 10 years. You have a chance of dying doing this. Like, there's a lot of risk involved. Why would you ever risk running a drug cartel when you can just run 12,000 bots in a video game?
Entirely a bunch of noise.
And no one will ever give you shit. The police can never get involved in this. Blizzard is the police. Blizzard is doing a good work. I can see it from the mail.
Blizzard is doing a good work as you suck the cop stick. You suck. You suck, criminal. The first thing you do is suck the cop stick. The first thing you do is suck the cop stick. Really? Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a hard weapon, I feel you, but I won. Oh, I got that shotgun. It was mine.
Mails that I'm receiving, they are banning people, but they are not on top of it. It's not like they're as I had the understanding in the
they're not on
beginning
top
of
of it
World of
because
Warcraft
they're
when I
not
started
criminals
playing
like
it back
you.
when I was a kid.
No.
People were getting banned for almost nothing. You could say a slur to somebody and you would get a communication ban. So they were on top of things, but it has gotten loose now. I suppose the botting operation is just getting better. But think about it for a second. Why would you do all that risk of logistics, of selling drugs and transferring drugs, if the same people, the same type of person can start a botting operation instead? I believe that's why they call it the Mafia. Because it's the same type of person. They just changed what they're selling, and they changed how they acquire it. That's why I got scared. Whenever I saw my information being leaked in there, it was not a death threat that I received, as I said. It was the one that I didn't receive. And these guys are printing money. That's why I got scared. I can understand it from the botter's perspective. I understand it from Blizzard's perspective. And I understand it, of course, from my own perspective. I don't want to be a part of it because I don't want to die. The botters don't want to stop because they're printing money. And Blizzard don't want to stop it. Of course they want to stop it, but they don't want to stop it that much because they are also getting money. And also, we do not understand the difficulty of removing bots. We see it from a player's perspective. I use 16 hours per day in this game. That's why I see the bots. But if the guys that are responsible of removing the bots are not the ones that are actually playing the game, they don't see how large a problem this really is. Because they don't experience it in the game. I believe it's important that the people that should remove the bots are also the people that actually plays the game.
Nope.
Now,
nope, they don't think about you at all.
I want to show this because he actually...
Asmongold doesn't have a point.
Threaten to kill someone just because your business isn't working anymore?
Nope, it's not about that. Blizzard doesn't care about what you think. They own the fucking source material. You're an idiot if you thought it was anything different. That guy, he doesn't think about what you care about. He doesn't think about what you care about. Blizzard doesn't think about what you care about. I would have known this a long time ago. I mean, I knew this a long time ago. I said it right. Like, Blizzard doesn't care about what you think about. They don't think about what you think about. They're thinking about safety of the customer, and goddamn right. I don't care about your whining, and this fucking shit sucked dick. And I can't believe you fucking quoted Asmongold. You got 10,000 hits because there's 10,000 people who have been ripped off when their bullshit ass fucking life sentence of being a fucking RMT ended, you know? You're holding control, and I really don't know why.
Boys, so
Shut up, you.
It has been...
Bye. Shut up, you. No. Bye. He's like, what? He's like, what? He's like, what? This guy does not play like me. No. There's nothing to follow. I'm not a press W moron. No. There's nothing to follow. You're just gonna lose. You're just gonna lose. I'm better than you. I'm sorry. He's like, what? Yeah, I showed up, didn't I? Sorry, buddy. I'm just better than you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm better than you. I don't mean to be better than you. I'm just better than you. Oh, you shut off my entire video. What did you do? Like when other developers get set in the whole thing, it's like, get the developers out of here. They're so incompetent. Most developers are so incompetent. I don't want them anywhere near me. When I try to do YouTube, I'm like, oh, some other developer. No, I don't want you to don't recommend channel. There.
Sweet home chat GPT, ladies and gentlemen. I
Sweet
want
home
to start
chat.
off by making a pretty hot
I've never
take here.
used it.
Inbreeding is bad, okay? You probably shouldn't be having relationships.
Yeah,
with
but
your
everybody
brothers,
talks about, you know,
or
step
you know,
porn.
anybody that where you're too genetically close. Now you might be like, whoa, why are we talking about
I have a
inbreeding?
yellow gun. No, I have a yellow gun. I don't know why I have a yellow gun, but I've got a yellow gun. And I really don't know why I have a yellow gun, but I've got a yellow gun. I don't know why I have a yellow gun, but I'm going to go win this match just because I have a yellow gun. Half the match is over. I've got 3 kills. I'm going to go win this match because they gave me a yellow gun. And that's the only reason why why I care at all. fuck was this? What the fuck was this? What was this? Oh my god, you fucked me up so bad. You're so fucking annoying. You're so annoying. Give me this thing. Give me this thing. This is this. Yeah, give me that thing. Oh my god, there's some other fucking nerd here. I killed him. He was a nerd. I killed him. What the fuck is that? It's an Oni shotgun, but you know, I'd rather run for the train than worry. Oh no, that's over. That's over for there right now. Is there anything else that's here? No, there's just this thing. That's better. I've got more than that. Yeah, this thing should go here. Yeah, here. And then you should go here. Yeah, that's probably better. Or, I don't know. That's pretty good too. God damn it. This other dude used that chance to escape, and I really dislike that. God damn it. Yes, he did. He left me some good guns, though. Yeah, he, like, ran for me. He knew I had, like, I was dominant, and he ran. He ran. I don't blame him. I like somebody who actually are smart. Most of the people I see are fucking dumb. They're, like, really dumb. And so most of the time I just sort of tune it down when I fight them. Because it's like, yeah, you're pretty dumb when it began with. There he is, though. He kind of lit me up to himself in the end. Fuck, I can't fall off this, I die. Oh my god, that's a really far drop. I'd rather die than die to him. I didn't know how far it was, so I really didn't. I don't care, I'd rather die to that than that fucking scrub. Start it all over again. I really wasn't paying attention. I'm terribly sorry. Dun, 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 dun. Where am I now? Oh, yeah. Copper ingots. Oh, I gotta play the game now. Let's play some music. Yeah, play that song. I like that song. Play that song. No, start it over. Nope, sucked it. Go. Yep, there you go. Louder, louder. Yeah, we jump out of this. Yeah, I'm jumping out of this. I want to win this match, but I also don't care what you think. I don't care what you think. Don't think that I do. I don't. I don't care what you think. Oh God, I gotta. Oh my God, what was this? Oh. 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 What? Come on, man! I didn't get a gun! Fucking stupid asshole! What was this? Get that fucking cocksucker off of me, Epic! Get that fucking worthless cocksucker off of me, Epic! Get them off of me! I play your game like 10 times a month! Get that worthless cocksucker the fuck away from me! Look at him do 5 people in! Look at him do 5 people in! Get this fucking people away from me! Get these people away from me! We're leaving your game! Get away! Get away, Epic! You can suck a dick! Get away from me with that shit! Get away from me! Get away from me. We'll go back to Overwatch. Fuck you guys. Nah, that was way worse than Overwatch. You guys suck dick. That was the worst piece of shit experience I've had in gaming in a long time. Fuck you. I hope you die. What was that? What was that? I'll go do something more fun. What was that horse shit? Everywhere I went, I was being sprayed at by a fucking MP5 when I landed. What was that, man? Every time I landed, I was being sprayed at by an MP5. Get the fuck away. Get the fuck away from these worthless ass companies. Get away from them. Get away from them. What the fuck was that? I couldn't even land before I was sprayed with a fucking like worthless piece of shit experience. You sprayed me with a worthless piece of shit experience. You did. What the fuck was that? Stay the fuck away from me. Go fuck yourself and die, Fortnite. That was the experience. It lasted like 35 seconds. It's the worst one on the market so far. Come on, man. I'm going back to unranked quick play because you suck dick. You suck dick at fucking design. I can't even fire a weapon before your piece of shit fucking press W cocksuckers ruin everything that they touch. You and your press W cocksucker fucking press W piece of shit morons can go suck each other's dick. Fuck each other. You go have fun. I'll leave you behind. Goodbye. Never again. I'll play with some friends, you know, when your game's kind of a joke that we all laugh about. and he fucking hooked me! What was that? What's the point of the move? If he could just shut me out of my ability, what's the point of the move? You're fucking bad at design. You're really bad at design. Please kill someone. I'm begging you to kill someone. You can't do it. You can't do it. God damn it, please heal me! What? Beautiful. Even better. Thank you, I love you. I got the Widow. Kill them. Okay, left side. Don't take the long route. Yep. Come. Gonna block here. Just fight here. I got the Mercy. Fight. I've got Shatter. I've got to make it count. Left side, go. I've got Shatter. I'm going to push. Nope. Just anyway, just block, block. There it is. You put me on tank for 8 hours? I haven't got a heal in 8 hours. I don't believe I've got a heal this entire 8 hours. These guys suck so bad. I hide because I know the heal's not coming. These heals, they're so bad. They don't even know what healing is. Goddamn iPad generation. Like, I hide because I know the heals aren't coming. Not anytime soon. Nope. I know I've got to go to the med kit. Oh! Oh, I can't jump that. You didn't heal me for a long time. What? Get a kill, retards! God damn it! No, I don't. You suck dick! You ruined the game! It's very clear that you've ruined the game! You've ruined the game! You pieces of shit have ruined the game! It's very clear. Nah, you pieces of shit have ruined the game. You really have. You ruined the game. Watch me. Watch me. 13 tag queues in a row, and I come against you shitheads every time. You've ruined the game. You've ruined the game of Overwatch. You worthless pieces of shit have ruined the game of Overwatch. Thanks for the tank roll. I can't select my 2 key. There, it took me a long time. I still can't do it. See, I can't select my 2 keys. See it? No, no. What? Come on, man! He's at 163. I fired at the same time he did. Why is he at 160 and I'm at 0? Why? Why? I fired at the same time he did. I fired at the same time he did. He got 5 times the damage I did. What was that? What was that? What was that? Why did I face this guy? Get this worthless piece of shit out of my face, you worthless piece of shit fucking developer. Your fucking failure is beyond me. Your failure is beyond me. Yeah, I'm gone. I'm done. I'm sorry. These worthless piece of shit developers. I would like to alt-tab, but Fortnite wins. Yeah, Fortnite wins. Yeah, I would really like to pause right now, but Fortnite wins. I can't pause. I can't alt-tab. I can't do anything at all. I can't min-max or go to anything at all. Look, I'm really trying to kill this client. I'm going to turn off my keyboard and I'm going to come back. There you go, worthless piece of shit. Come on, man. No, I'll just leave. I'm sorry, but it was too negative. I'm sorry, guys. This has been too negative of an experience, so I'm just gonna stop. I'm terribly sorry. These developers have failed me so much in the last goddamn 7 months. Blizzard, Epic, fucking, like, you know, Amazon, all the way to they're all there. These developers have failed me really horribly, really badly in the last like 7 months. And sometimes playing their games just isn't fun anymore. I'd rather log off and go play a television show or something. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I don't like showing you all the anger that these worthless piece of shit cocksucking fucking developers and all the pieces of shit who follow them around and harass me. I just don't really want those people and those games in my life right now. I'm terribly sorry. So I'm just going to stop. You know, I wanted a positive experience like I did yesterday on Christmas. But nah, their worthless piece of shit fucking games sucked my dick the entire time I did it. And I'm sorry, but watching you guys suck it up on December 22nd or whatever it is too much for me. I can't really do that. I'm just going to leave. I'm terribly sorry. I love you guys. Just a reminder, you know, it's Christmas. It's like 22nd. It's the December 23rd. At 2 in the morning, and I'm just gonna stop playing games because there's none worth playing. I'm terribly sorry. I love you guys. If there was some game to play, I would. But most of the humanity suck dick and fails at everything that they do. From the publishing, to the games, to the design, to the fucking... like, my desire to want to play their games. I'm just sort of done wanting to play their games. You know? They suck so bad at it, and they make me so unhappy most of the time when I do it. So that I'm just gonna leave and do something better. Because I'm cool, you know? I'm doing really good. I love you guys, I'm with you, but I just can't be shit on by the worthless piece of shit video game industry. If they can't even entertain me when I'm drunk, I kind of wonder what their value is. I'm just gonna go watch a television show that can actually entertain me when I'm drunk. If video games can't even entertain me when I'm drunk, I kind of wonder if they're even worth anything anymore, or any of the pieces of shit who harass me all the time while I'm playing them. I would just rather, you know, get away from all the pieces of shit and all the harassment and all the failure of the developers and everything. I would just rather get away from it. I love you guys. I'm going to stop this video right here. I made it 10 and a half hours today before the developers just made the entire fucking experience worthless. I came up against 5 Smurfs in a row on a Blizzard game. And I just don't ever really want to play a Blizzard game ever again. And it depresses me. You know, it does. Facing 5 really horrible games in a row. And then coming to some competitor and still getting stomped in by some piece of shit like 10 minutes in. Like, I don't know, man. Like, your games just aren't fun anymore. So I'm just going to stop fighting other human beings unless I'm asked to. I don't want to fight any other human beings anymore. You guys are worthless pieces of shit. You don't have any honor or grace, and I don't want to fight you. I'm sorry. I don't want to fight you on Fortnite or Overwatch or Rust or anything else that I do. You guys are worthless pieces of shit, and if I beat you, it's probably bad somehow, because anything involving you is bad. So I don't want to beat you or fight you anymore. I'm just sort of done, you know? It sort of sucks. Like these games, like Fortnite, I'm just sort of done. Fortnite, Overwatch, I'm just sort of done, you know? It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I love you guys. I'm going to stop this video. We've been at it 11 hours. I just want to go to bed. Like being tortured by these pieces of shit for like 12 hours and shit. I'm not really having too much fun. Like right now, I just tried to kill this game, but I can't escape right now. I'm hitting escape and I can't, so I'm just gonna hit Alt F4. I'm really trying to like stop you from doing this. There you go. I would really like you to pay attention and not fuck with me as a piece of shit, worthless software developer. I won't waste my life trying to waste my life away trying to use your product. I'm just gonna leave. No. I'm just trying to leave your product right now. Yeah, I'm trying to leave really quickly. It isn't fun to play video games anymore. I'm trying to hit escape, but you won't let me because you're a worthless piece of shit developer and you've ruined the experience. The developers ruined the experience. They really did. I'm like pretty much done with everything that they do. I'd rather go live some other reality where I wrote poetry and just stop paying attention to video games rather than dealing with the worthless piece of shit developers that have ruined the games. And I'm sorry, but that is the truth. So I'm just going to bum out. I'm going to bomb out before I get too much more bummed out than this. I didn't have any fun playing video games tonight. It was just a worthless piece of shit experience from Overwatch to Fortnite to Rust to, you know, pretty much Eve and every game that I played. Most of your fucking worthless piece of shit of experiences, you were lucky that I paid you for them. They weren't that fun. And dealing with the pieces of shit that you put me up against in Overwatch was a real eye-opener. I'm going to go watch The Wire rather than play video games. And I don't care what happens to these worthless piece of shit developers. I don't care that it's Sunday night at 2 in the morning. I don't really care. You know, you guys suck dick at design so fucking badly. I don't really care what you do. I'm just going to watch television and try to enjoy your products. I don't think you're very good at design. I'm terribly sorry. I love you guys. Bye.